Welcome back. We are here. It is 1610 now, new decade, very exciting. We have our Isabella, who's a teenager, and you know what? She really needs to start looking for love. So we need to get into that. The other kids are all doing well. Sophronia is happy in her new marriage. Marie is always unhappy. So let's roll for everybody else. We have Emma Waldrick, who can't get an 8 or a 16. Ooh, Emma. We have Gerald. What is his name? I always say it wrong. No 7, 14, or 19 for you. Martin Dubois, no 2, 4, or 6. That was awfully close. Orella Stroud, no 7 or 13. Oops, 7 or 13. Oh my gosh, no way. What is going on? For the Waldricks, we have Joya Waldrick, and then we have Esme Hobard becoming a young adult, no 3 or 18. You guys, come on, pull it together. That was okay. That was okay. Okay, you guys, good. And then we have uh, Bolony Hobard and Humphrey Dubois have to get at least a 7. No, and Humphrey. Okay, Humphrey survived. That's really all that matters. I'm sorry to you, but it's the truth. And then Richard Hobard II is passing away. Okay, and then for marriage and babies, we actually do have Joya. Okay, so Elias is in love with Ismay right now, so I'm not going to marry her off, and Joya can't marry Camille, but maybe Joya and Wyman can get married. I don't know if they're related, but I'll find out. And if I can, I'll marry them. And then they have an 8 and a 4, so let's re-roll for their children together. 6, okay. Which actually is perfect because it's right in between them. I'm just going to leave the 6 there, and then if I can marry them, that's what they'll go with. Oh, unfortunately, we also have a death this year. Arun is passing away. Okay, so I will handle that, and that is all we're rolling for this year. Let's get started. All right, so turns out they are not that closely related, so we are going to have Joya and Wyman get married. I actually am not so sure how close Joya and, was it, yeah, Camille are related, because it turns out they're not siblings or anything, but they're probably cousins, so whatever. So yeah, we're going to have Wyman and Joya get married. And like we said, they have 6 baby tries, which is actually perfect because it's halfway between the amount of baby tries that she had and the amount of baby tries that he had. So it all works out, I guess. And we'll see if they can end up having more than one baby, considering the other 2 were unsuccessful in that endeavor. But then we're going to come home. It's pretty early in the morning, but all the family is just hanging out, spending time together. Hughie and Sophronia are very satisfied in their relationship, so they're really happy, and the girls are doing well as well. Maybe the parents are nagging Isabella a little bit about starting to really seriously pick a husband out of, I'm sure she has more options than Theta, but she probably doesn't have as many options as some of the other ladies, considering her father passed away and everything, and with no brothers. So anyway, Theta is having a good time with Juan, though. They are doing really well together. They are spending more time together. They've been actually officially courting for like a year now, so I think that they feel pretty secure in that, and that they are definitely interested in each other. I know Juan is a little old for Theta, but like I said, she does not have a lot of options considering she was kicked out of her own house for a scandal. So it's just one of those things. It really sucks, but that's how things were back then. And they're just going to have a nice meal together, even though it's freezing out. It is so cold out. And then, of course, there are tables inside, but no, they get automatically brought to a table outside. So I guess in the future, I should probably assign them a table myself, but that's okay. He looks like he might freeze, but they're okay. And they're doing really well on the date. It's getting up to like a gold, and I wanted him to propose today, but unfortunately I think something in some of my settings somewhere have it so that the teenagers and the young adults or adults can't get married or get engaged. So I guess we will pretend that he is going to propose. So basically will say that this is a proposal dinner where he brings her out and he asks her to marry him, and she's very excited. She says yes. They get a big kiss, and they're both really excited about getting married to each other. It, was really an unexpected match for both of them, and it turned out really well. So I think that they're both really satisfied with the state of things. And then we're going to cook a big meal because we're going to invite everyone over for the engagement dinner. Now, oh, she's throwing up. She has food poisoning. Okay. I was going to be like, she can't be pregnant. But yes, so we wanted to invite everyone over. Probably when Isabella gets engaged, it's going to be a much grander affair. But because Theta isn't, as high up on the ladder here, it's not really worth renting out like a hall or something. So they're going to have the engagement dinner. Isabella and William are besties, even though their compatibility actually isn't very good, but they just like always gravitate towards each other, which I think is really cute. They're best friends, so it makes sense. And so everyone is here for the party and enjoying themselves, chatting amongst themselves. It's going really well. Theta is very excited to have the attention on her, and then of course Marie, standing there in front of the room, decides to say something snarky. So she's going to say something rude, probably in relation to the fact that, she's her mother, and is she her mother? She might be her aunt. She's her guardian? I don't really remember. And I actually don't remember. Gosh, I can check. But anyway, something along the lines of like, oh, she got kicked out. Oh, she's not good enough. Oh, like, I didn't approve of this and you need my permission to do stuff, whatever, whatever. Yeah, Theta is her niece. So it's like, she's just causing some drama, and Theta, like, blows up. Because obviously this is a sensitive topic for Theta. She has been humiliated by multiple people, including her own mother. And her own mother kicked her out and acted like she wanted nothing to do with her. And now she's coming in acting like Theta needs her permission to get married. And she's just so mad. Like, she's so mad. And it totally makes sense to me that she would lash out in this way, because she's like, seriously? Like, you're going to do this to me after everything? Like, you've done to me. You're going to just make it worse. And so they start arguing and fighting. You see, like, Huey and Juan come over and are like, hey, like, let's break it up at the party. Everybody's watching. Although Huey is probably hoping that she punches her. So William kind of pulls his mother aside and just, like, takes her arm and pulls her into the next room and is like, Mom, you can't do that. You have to stop. And Marie's like, it's the truth, blah, blah, blah. And William's like, no. Like, because William cares about his mother, so he'd get her out of a situation in which she'd embarrass herself, but also at the same time of caring about her, he also, knows her faults and therefore is like trying very hard to deal with the things in a manner that would not embarrass everybody. So he basically just, pulls her aside until the end of the party and is like, hey, you need to stop that. We're not going to argue right now. We're not going to do this today. And as much as Marie thinks she has control over her kids, they're getting older. They're getting older and they're getting more independent. And William is not necessarily just going to, not be the man of the house because Marie is his mother. She doesn't get to control the house anymore. It's him. So anyway, the family is kind of debriefing on the situation. Theta is trying to calm down. Huey is giving her some pointers on on getting in fights. I don't know. So yes, they are just kind of having a family moment, trying to help Theta feel better after she feels like her party has been kind of ruined by Marie, as per usual. Marie is just the never-ending drama, which I love. So anyway, Will invites Isabella out to a restaurant. I'm going to pick the table this time because it's snowing out. So he invites her out. We'll just have the chef special. And look at her face. She's so happy. She loves hanging out with William. They're best friends. He's a duke. She likes the attention. She likes that he's, always paying attention to her. And he basically starts off by saying, like, he's sorry about, the engagement party, that he didn't mean for it to go that way, and that, he'll handle it and everything. And she's like, oh, it's okay. Like, Theta's okay. And then he's like, look, Isabella, there's something I have to tell you. I've always wanted to tell you. And he confesses that he has a crush on her. And she is just like, I think she kind of knew because obviously he always like walks away from the group. He never really participates super well, but she always is the one dragging him back, and he always kind of goes along with what she wants and everything. And, I think probably from childhood he had a crush on her. And so I'm going to order them more drinks, maybe a dessert. And yeah, so he basically is going to confess his feelings to her. And he's like, look, I've always had feelings for you. And, I know that things aren't going to be easy because of the relationship between our families, but I really like to give it a go. And so they're chatting and they're getting a little flirty. And Isabella loves this. She loves that he's in love with her. I don't know how in love with him she is, but she loves that he's in love with her. So, and she's a snob, so she likes the fact that a duke wants her, and she's enjoying it. She's enjoying the date. She is getting flirty. She's feeling good. She doesn't actually have any experience with dating, except for some reason her and Theta sometimes woohoo. But that's neither here nor there. But she is actually really excited to be courted, to have a boyfriend. They're gonna start dating, be romantic partners, but also it's gonna be a secret because they're like, look, we can't tell our parents about this right now. We have to court in secret for now. So that is what is going on with them. Starting to get Isabella's love life going. Isabella, the dog is scratching the dog bed behind me. But yes, so Isabella is very excited and feeling very flirty and very happy about having William be into her. So we have, once again, Hughie coming over here to Clarice's house. She's there, you just can't see her, to spend some time with her and his grandchildren and really trying to get that completely negative friendship bar back up. And actually today he is able to get it back into the green. So he's been working really hard. I have not forgotten. He has been working really hard on improving his relationship with his daughter and, spending time with his grandkids and all of that stuff. So he's really excited about the whole thing. And he is very happy to be spending some time with his family and having Clarice warm back up to him after everything that's gone on. So, yeah, that's what's going on here in this household. We're just spending that time together. I know that's like one of his goals, that's like something that's important to him. So I didn't want to forget about it. I wanted to keep coming over here every once in a while to improve his relationship with his daughter. Because it's really important to him. She's really important to him. She loves him so much. I mean, well, yes, she does. But, like, he loves her so much is what I was trying to say. And he just, he really, really wants to have a good relationship with his daughter. And so he's going to focus on that. So they are just going to continue to play games together. We also have the girls here, but we're going to head home soon. All the family hanging out. And then we're going to come back home. And actually, I can't remember at what time I'm going to head out, but we are going to head to see Elias shortly, unless we're spending the night here and then going over there. Why are you outside shoveling snow in the snow? She is shoveling snow in the snow. But yeah, so everyone is just having a good time, enjoying themselves. Everyone is feeling good in their own way. Hughie and Sophronia are having a really good relationship. We also have Theta very happy about her engagement. And then, of course, Isabella very happy about her new beau. So everyone is having a good time and feeling good. Of course, Isabella is going to have quite the interesting time trying to explain to her parents and dealing with Marie as a mother-in-law potentially. So we'll see where that goes. And yeah, everyone's just hanging out. So let's head over and we'll see Elias, who, like we talked about, is totally into Esme Hobart right now. He has fallen in love with her at first sight. He is a love bug, so he does fall in love very easily. And so we're just going to send everyone inside so that they don't die in the snow. But yeah, here's the family. William has not spilled the beans to Elias about Isabella. He has not done that. But Marie is still nagging the boys about marriage and everything. She's very mad that she like wanted Joya for William, but William missed his opportunity now that Joya is married. She got married, so she's kind of mad about that. So Elias is just kind of testing his mom a little bit here, talking to her like, well, I bet I could find my own wife, blah, blah, blah. Marie's like, no. She's like, you don't need to find your own wife. I'll find a wife for you. I'll pick someone for you. You need to trust me because I'm your mother and I know what I'm talking about. I've seen so many men marry the wrong person. But yeah, she's definitely not, she doesn't want to loosen the reins on her sons, but unfortunately for her, they're both getting older and they're both titled independent men. So she's going to have a hard time preventing them from doing anything. So Elias is out now. He kind of convinces Ismay over a letter to meet him. It's a public place. It's not like they're courting or anything. They're just meeting as friends, so he says. But they're going to come and chat. And, he's basically trying to convince her to be with him. And obviously she likes him. Look how fast their stuff is going up. She really does like him. But she's like, look, I'm engaged. My father's already arranged it. And he's like, well, women can break engagements. And she's like, no, you don't understand. And it turns out, I looked at Ismay's traits. She is evil. So I don't know if this guy knows what he's getting into. Maybe it's one of those things where you accidentally end up with someone like your mom. But yeah, so he's just smitten with her, and I think she likes the attention. I mean, she is very like, well, because he is an earl and he's actually a better candidate than her current fiance. The Hobards, they're okay, like they're well known and stuff, but they don't really marry into titled families necessarily. So although we are running out of families, so everybody's doing everything nowadays. But he has such a big crush on her. He loves her. He's like, I love you. Please, just give me a chance. Like, give me the chance to convince your older brother, because she's not, her father's dead. She's an older brother. But he's like, give me the chance to show you. And these two, autonomously, woohoo in the closet. I'm like, my guy, you're doing a great job of convincing her. Like, did you see her face when she came out of the closet? She was like, whoa. So he basically, she's not pregnant, I checked. He basically convinces her to let him speak to her older brother. So this is Miles over here that we're going to come and talk to. Ignore the fact that their house does not look right. But yes, so he's going to come and talk to Miles, and basically Miles is confused because obviously Ismay has not really told him a lot about what's going on here. So he's basically like, look, I've fallen in love with your sister. I really want to be with her. Miles is like, she's already engaged. Like, what are you doing, my guy? And he's like, no, you don't understand. Like, it's true love. We have to be together. I have to be with her. I need her. And, I'm an earl. I have a land, a title. I have everything. So please just like let me court your sister. Let me be with your sister. And Miles is thinking like, well, he is of a higher rank. He is a good candidate. So he asks Ismay, like, what do you want to do? And she basically, is like, well, I think that I might want to break off my engagement. And of course, Elias is so happy because he really, really wants her. So right now, Elias is in the winning circle. He is convincing her brother in order to be able to court and marry her. But, they haven't done any of that stuff yet. So we're back home. And I just gave Theta her brother's tombstone as a gift. But it's Christmas. So it's Christmas and everyone is going to give out presents. I have Sophronia making a grand meal, spending some time as a family, enjoying the holiday, and, being very thankful. I know it's not Thanksgiving, but thankful for their family and happy about, everyone is doing well. And, there's been a lot of tragedy in their lives. So, they're all very grateful that right now they can sit down to a wonderful Christmas dinner with Father Winter and get presents and enjoy the holiday. It's a white Christmas out there, and it's just really, very lovely, and everyone is very happy. So I think it is a good year for them. It's a good year for everybody where, you know, there's not as much drama. We're just spending time together. We're just being a family, and we're just enjoying each other's company. So, birthdays, birthdays, birthdays. We have Gerald Dubois becoming a toddler, Martin Dubois becoming a child, Orella Stroud passing away, Joya Waldrick becoming a young adult, Ismay Hobart becoming a young adult, Bolano, I don't know how to pronounce that, Bolano? Hobart passing away, Richard Hobart II passing away, Arun Venian passing away. And then also I do put Joan Waldrick into labor when we go over her house briefly, to age up a baby or something. I don't even remember. So we do go over there and we put her in labor, and her and the baby do survive for now. You know how it was last time. We had Emma, and then immediately after she died. So this is Solomon Waldrick was born. So that's that. Let's see what's going on next year. We have, what birthdays do we have? We have Aldith and Athelina from our family that live with Marie right now. Oh, and we have Theta becoming a young adult next year. So hopefully Theta survives, because if she becomes a young adult next year, she's getting married. So Theta's story is coming to an end. She is going to be able to marry someone that she is in love with and be together and, get out from Marie's problems and antics and have lots of babies. So excited for her. We'll see where it goes. Keep her in your thoughts, to have a good role next year. So anyway, I hope that you guys enjoy this video, and I'll see you in the next one.